to treat the thymus and to actually improve its function. So that seemed like a little bit more in depth, but I take the high dose vitamin C. I do 1,200 milligrams of vitamin C per day because we do not produce vitamin C. You have to take it in with supplement. And I believe probably most people are actually suffering from a very mild form of scurvy, even though they don't believe people have scurvy really much anymore. But I believe we do have minimal and mild forms of it because we do not take in enough vitamin C on a daily basis. Many people don't. So, and vitamin C is crucial to the respiratory health. Your lungs, you will breathe freer. When I take that 1,200 milligram vitamin C dose, and mine has a zinc with it, you just breathe so much freer. I mean, you're breathing very well, so you're able to take in much more oxygen than you normally would. The doctors, let me go over the doctors real quick, and then we'll look at those websites. I had a subscriber who did comment and wanted to know more about the doctors, and this one's for you, Joe. I don't think I answered that very well in my comment back to you, so I am putting this on here for you. The lymphologists are a doctor that you could possibly see. They deal in the swelling of the lymph system, the inflammation of the lymph system, so that would probably be the doctor you'd want to go to if you're having that. And basically all of the long haulers, we are having the inflammation. So there you go. That's probably the main doctor you'd want to get a referral to or to see to talk about different things. They can do tests on you. There's all kinds of the traditional medicine, your regular doctors, they have many tests that can determine your inflammation, like how high the inflammation is in your body, and whether or not they can do MRIs to determine if you have congestion in your lymph system or blockages in your lymph system. There's also a naturopathic holistic doctors that deal in all of the different natural treatments that I'm talking about, so you could consult with one of those. There's an immunologist also treats disorders and problems of the immune system. What I was reading on there is it seems like to me they don't really do like proactive for the immune system. Maybe they do, but what I saw was they treat after you already have the diseases. So once you have the sinusitis, once you have the allergies, once you have multiple sclerosis, once you have autoimmune diseases, then they treat those. But I don't know that they necessarily say, oh, well, you've got to clean your lymph system out. That's something to look into further. And as always, it's always a good idea to consult with your general doctor if you have any trepidations, or you feel like, oh, I'm it might interact with medicine I'm already taking if I do some of this natural supplements. So definitely check with your doctor if you're under a doctor's care. And again, that's up to you. Okay, and then I think that might be actually all I added to the treatment manual so far. And again, take a look at it if you have not looked at any of my other videos. I went over the Survivor Core symptoms, and I put them all in a chart here for you under what areas those symptoms tell you is blocked. So if you're having the joint pain, it's bone marrow. If you're having rash, constant thirst, difficulty sleeping, it's liver. And the chart goes on and on. So and then if it's cardiovascular, that will be over here in this area. So, and again, subscribe and look at those other videos that I put out and where I talked about this more in depth. Okay, so we're going to move on, and I'm going to just show you real quick here. This is the website, and this is listed in the links at the end of that treatment manual that we just looked at. So go ahead and look there. This website, so if you're not catching it in the video, the website's at the end of that treatment manual. So this particular doctor, he goes in depth. I think he must be from overseas because he kind of cuts the Americans a little bit in the article, but just kind of look past that because the information in it is really good. And he talks about the thymus, and I think he tells, the little bit of history on it, and them using the glandular stuff from the baby cows to treat that way back when in the earlier 1900s. So They're still doing that to this day, and the thymus is the main immune organ, and he's got a lot of good diagrams here, which is really awesome. And he talks about how the bone marrow is part of all this, and and the T cells and everything that our immune system does. And then he does talk about COVID-19 coronavirus infections, the cytokine storms that are going on in your lymph system, that are very common in older patients with COVID-19. But what we're seeing with the long haulers is that the long haulers also have this. We just continue on. Like I said, our immune system just continues to be inflamed. So we also have those cytokine storms, whether you were in the hospital or not. I never went to the hospital. I just was at home for a couple weeks, and I was sick. I had all of the symptoms except for the respiratory ones, because I was taking the vitamin C, the high levels of that, the zinc, and the quercetin to make sure that I never had any respiratory issues. And so, but my immune system just never stopped fighting it. And like I said, it's because it's clogged up. It's clogged up by those proteins. And then too, the other thing I want to mention with those proteins is your lymph system also produces proteins because it's trying to encapsulate and trying to get rid of the junk in there. Well, so then your own lymph system can also create additional congestion, because if it can't get out what it's trying to get out, if it can't eliminate out of your lymph system, it will also produce its own proteins, and those proteins can become clogged up in the system because it's not able to move it out. Move the other stuff that it's trying to the viral stuff that it was trying to get out. So then you've got double amounts of proteins in there that's just clogging everything up. So. But anyway, read this article, look at this about the thymus, because the thymus is actually very interesting and very good to know, and to look into as far as whether you want to look into taking some of the stuff to treat the thymus as well, or to detox the thymus, I guess is what I should say. So anyway, that's a good one. And then I'm going to, let's see here, we'll go to this one, I guess. Dr. Axe, I wanted to show you, he's got the lymphatic system and how to make it strong and effective. So, and the recipe and everything came off of here. But this is, I think, really good website. And I mean, for anything natural health, if you want to look up information on it, go to his site. It's a really great place to start. And he freely puts all these recipes for different things. So if you're looking up stuff that's not even to do with your lymph or long haulers, he's definitely going to have it on here. But he explains everything about your lymphocytes that's in the lymph system, different symptoms you can have with it being clogged up, and then all kinds of some charts and stuff in there too. It gives you the definition of the words having to do with the lymph system, which really helps when you're going to go talk to your doctor, so that you can talk with the doctor, maybe more on the doctor's level, or maybe not, because a lot of doctors don't even know what some of this stuff means, honestly, from what I've kind of found. So I've gotten a couple of deer in the headlight looks when I try to ask them about anything when I've been to the doctor. So this is the YouTube video where this doctor tells you about the recipe to detox or maintain a healthy liver. So, and it's called Just One Cup Tells Your Liver to Never Give Up by Dr. Alan Mandel. And like I said, this one has over 1 million views. So evidently everybody likes it. I did watch it, and I wrote that recipe down in the manual for everybody. So please, look at those. Those are going to be powerful recipes for you to drink. And all you got to do is just drink it. Just drink it like your medicine, and you will start feeling better. I mean, that turmeric to me is just, it's phenomenal. The other thing too that I wanted to let you guys know is, as I'm detoxing my liver, my energy level has gone up through the roof. I would be tired by 2 in the afternoon with long haulers, and sometimes earlier. But now, with those first probably 3 or 4 weeks of detoxing, I was feeling pretty good up until about 7 o'clock at night, and then I was getting really fatigued. But then after that, when I got into using the glutathione and everything and really detoxing my liver, I've been doing all kinds of stuff and staying up till 10, 11, sometimes 12 o'clock at night. Probably shouldn't do the 12 o'clock at night, but I've had so much energy, I've had trouble falling asleep because I do feel so much better. So the liver detox is essential to that fatigue, to getting rid of that fatigue. But like I say, as you're detoxing it, fully expect that on some days, as that stuff kind of drains out of your liver, you're going to maybe feel a little bit fatigued. You might feel a little bit under the weather. You might feel a little bit of soreness. You're likely, I mean, I am, my husband is, he's doing it too, and he's feeling a little bit of soreness around the liver area, but that's because we're draining all of that out. So, again, just look at everything, and like I said, like, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully the next couple of videos that I do, I will show you guys some of the dry brushing that I do, because I want to kind of do maybe some of the recipes that I've used, or just show you, you know, how easy it is, because it really is super easy just to do the brushing, and to get to, you know, with this, dealing with the supplements, and dealing with just your natural, like the lemon water and the ginger and all that kind of thing. So hopefully my next couple of videos I'll be able to do that, and I will talk to you then. So bye for now, and thank you so much for watching, and please like, subscribe, and share.